All right.
Hello,
Go ahead.
I'm Richard,
I am Lucretia.
and we're
Burning up the roads. Woo. All right. So we have a couple things to do today. One of them is we have to what, Richard? Do you want to tell them the story?
I have to return a drone that didn't work.
You can turn it towards you.
I'm not.
Okay. And I don't like this seatbelt at all. So we thought we would bring you guys along. Maybe go to the park afterwards for a little walk. I think I overdressed. So I bought a few new clothing items the other day. Friday is my birthday. I'll be 59. 59 years old. I can't even believe it. First of all, I can't believe I lived to 59. And secondly, 59. I'm almost 60 years old. Kaylee, hello, dear. We just are doing a pop-up live.
Hi, Kaylee.
Pop-up live
Chat.
Yes, Richard. As it turned out, that drone that we bought, or that he bought instead of getting Swiss cheese.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. So that's what you get for not getting the Swiss cheese and getting a drone instead. A drone that doesn't work.
So I'm taking it back and getting another one.
Yep.
And seeing if there's a problem. There had to be a problem with this one.
Right.
It didn't do what it's supposed to do.
Did it fly?
It did not.
What did it do?
It didn't lift off.
Say hello to people. I can't read the chat.
I can't
Turn
see
it
it either.
towards you.
Turn it toward me.
I did see Johnny. Johnny's in the room. Johnny's Journey.
Matilda McGinty. Hi. Johnny's Journey.
Hello.
Kaylee.
Kaylee, of course, Kaylee.
I can't read this. Papa Drew.
I think is Priscilla here?
Papa Drew? I don't see her.
Okay. Dee Derringer. Papa Drew.
Hello, everyone.
So you're going for a little ride with us, and we're going to get another drone because this one didn't work correctly. And
It tried to go, but it didn't.
It tried to go, but yep, it did not. Beautiful day here in Pacific Northwest, at least in Eugene. It's gorgeous, blue. We're going to go to the park as well. Just rolling down the road here and trying to loosen my load. A drone that doesn't work. And I just say one last time, you should have bought the Swiss cheese because the Swiss cheese will always work.
We got that too.
We did get it eventually. Yep. So Jay
Can't help it if my memory was off.
His memory was off. J&N Travels. I did look over and see that. And Thursday, I'm going to talk about this. We have a new Patreon, and it made me cry because, we have 4 Patreons. Great. I am absolutely excited. But 2 of them are relatives, but they didn't have to do it, but they did. And then, of course, Kaylee, who's our angel moderator. And then a new one I'll share about tomorrow or Thursday. Today's only Tuesday. It seems like forever since I've been on here. It was just yesterday.
I'll be darned.
I think I have a new addiction, actually.
What do you know about that?
So a walk in the park, a new drone, but I don't think we can fly the drone right off the bat. I talk with my hands. If I lost my hands, I don't know if I could talk. And there's an RV that's been parked over here for weeks, and I'm really glad that the police aren't harassing them. Can you turn it? Oh, you can't get it in time. This is a major road. This is called Beltline, and it travels.
It's been there for longer than a week.
I know. So I said weeks. Well, we need to check in on them. Actually, maybe.
We've been there a while.
Maybe we can meet some RVers that are stuck. So this is a major thoroughfare. It takes you from Interstate 5, I-5, into Springfield to the east, or all the way out about 14 miles to one of the other main corridor roads called West 11th. So anyways, that's all the road talk for Eugene. It's like you want to hear that. They're doing a bunch of road work, changing things up here. Years ago, they let what I believe is an intern design how to get on and off this road and get to other places, because it was not done with any real knowledge of infrastructure. It sucked. Sorry if that's a bad word for people, but it sucked bad.
I hope they make it better than it was. That's
You want to turn the camera around carefully? Oh, gosh.
Show what?
The road. Make sure you don't. Here, go ahead and put it in there.
What do you mean?
Just stick it in the slot. Oops. Oh, now we can't make sure that
I can't see it. Nope, it's off.
it's still there. It's just, all right, hit this right here. The three little.
Okay.
And right there.
Went off. I went up. Went up. Why? This is it right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm back on.
All right, it looks live. All right.
You're not gonna turn it
We're
around.
not going to turn it around.
Can't see.
You know, he's got man hands, and he really does. He's got, you know, guy hands, and
Well, you touch the front of that screen, it goes away.
yes, I know how to move it without touching it.
Well, I tried.
I know you tried hard.
Just touched it.
So now we're in a little community that is, you got on the left, you got some stuff, a guitar place, you've got sport clips, and one of my favorite food places, which is called what, Richard?
Yum yum.
Yum, 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 whatever. I love it. Richard loves it.
Yum bowls.
Yeah, Yum Bowls. I don't know if you guys have them wherever you're at. We got a Subway, a Dick's Sporting Goods, a gigantic Joanne Fabrics, Sherwin-Williams.
Community Health Center.
We got an RV over here camped out for a few days. Looks like they might be broke down.
Little strip mall.
Yep, strip mall. CK Jewelry.
Jasper's Deli.
Jasper's. Well, Jasper's Deli is really gambling.
Well,
another RV parked.
It's a deli. Just because they gamble there doesn't mean that's all it is.
No, they actually make great sandwiches, because I have been into one before. And then we've got a giant Walmart. It's not a superstore, though. No, it's not. I'm not a fan of the superstores because I can't walk the distance of a superstore. The nerve damage is too bad in my legs. And I'm really coming to terms with that.
Well, there was one up there too.
Okay. Well, you said here, so
I saw this one. I didn't see that one.
I'm missing the blue car.
Oh.
Yay! I hate seat belts. I'm not a person who likes things that are, you know. So anyways, I'll get to chat with you. Get you taking Patty in with you. Yeah. See if you could get a seatbelt extender, please. Right. And a ice water, cold water. All right, guys. So let me get you focused. So let's see who else here. Papa Drew, at least she is missing cars. That's right. And I'll tell you a story, I promise, in a minute about that. Kaylee. Oh, they make great sandwiches, but trust me, it's not the deli you're thinking of. Because I would live in one of those East Coast delis. I love roast beef and I love ham and Swiss on rye. Oh God, I just love all that. Papa Drew. Kaylee, muscle car appraisal. Hello and welcome to our little pop-up. Kaylee again.
Come on, baby.
Matilda McIntyre, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Roy and Becky's Travels. They say, hi, Richard. And he's still smoke-free. It's now been 3 weeks. Over 3 weeks now. So he was right behind you. Victoria. Hi, Vicki. Thank you, dear, for coming. D. Derringer. Yep. On Friday, 59. Vanderella. Hello, Vanderella. Jan and Travels, Johnny's Journeys. All right. So a couple people. It's nice to see. Yeah, he got the drone. I got the Swiss cheese. And his little drone, it doesn't work so great. And so now it's got to go back, and he's going to give this brand another try. You know, $250 we don't have to just throw away. So either it works well or it's going back for good this time. I got a shirt, and it's got long sleeves. I'm hoping so much. Oh, I forgot to put out my placard. Let's see if I can get it without. Yeah. I was hoping. See, this is what happens. I'm sick of sun. I like sun, but I'm sick of heat. So I'm ready for some less heat. So I just buy the clothes to match what I want. See how that works? And then I sweat like a dog. Backroads Nomad, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm going to send you an email. I'd like to chat with you about maybe coming on a Monday sometime. I think you are a fabulous resource for everything Nomad. So you're one of those people I need to learn from. And I have to say that I'm scared to death of being on the road now. I don't like mice at all. I'm terrified of mice, and that's a fact. And I had a mouse jump in my face a year ago. I went out. We have a pantry in the garage. My father partitioned off. It was a big 2-car garage, and he partitioned it in half. And on one end, he made a little shop, and it has a door and everything. And then I've got to roll down the windows because this is just too warm. And then my mother wanted a pantry, and so he built a nice pantry. It's not giant, but it was sufficient for 4 people. But my mother bought for 100. You know, that's the time she came from. You buy for everybody that could possibly come. Mice are not allowed to jump in my face. I have told them the same thing. So I went to grab something, and out of the corner of my left eye, I saw something move, and then boom, it was right. I almost, it's kind of a cramped area, and I almost fell getting out. It was awful. And so Lori's Way, that's good to know. So anyways, Richard set traps, and he caught about 5 mice, and he's continued to set traps, and there haven't been any more. We used to have cats. We almost had like 3 cats at all times, and we didn't have a lot of mice problems. We have 2 dogs. One is a big dog, and he will go after a fly. I mean, he gets flies. And then Patty, she's 20. What is she doing? She's sitting there. Mice can come from anywhere. Just always got to be ready to battle. Yikes. I'm with Derringer. Yikes. So one of the things that I've noticed that people do is they always make sure they have foods in a closed container. No open bags. Oh, we have had top ramen in the little bags eaten through, and all of the dang top ramen eaten. So chickens can lay like a ton of eggs, like all the time. You can eat eggs if you cook them in bacon grease. They are so good. Never cook pancakes in bacon. No, I would never cook pancakes in a bacon grease. But I don't generally cook in grease. I can't afford it, Papa Drew. I'm trying to lose weight, and I love bacon. And we buy 1 pound a month. And I have to do so I was going to tell you all a story about cars. So when I was learning to drive, my mother was a tyrant. And my mom passed 30 years ago. And I love my mom, and I understand her today. But back in those days, I thought I just had a crazy ass mother. I thought my mom was just a lunatic because she would take on anything, anytime. And I have a pretty strong personality, but I do know I have limits. So my mother had no limits. And so when she was the primary person teaching me to drive. And we pulled into a Bi-Mart and we waited for a car to pull out on my right. And I was, in driver's ed, and she was teaching me, and I was patient, and that is not a strong suit. And so I waited and waited and waited, and the person finally pulled out, and then someone pulled in and took that space. And my mother said, rammer, just rear end her. She said, rear end her. And I looked at my mother like, have you lost your mind fully? And she goes, rear end her. Bumpers are made to be bumped. And I'm just saying, you do not say no to my mother. She would whack you. I mean, she didn't do it to me often because I think my mom knew she'd probably have to kill me if she started hitting on me, but she was very whacking of other people. And so I did. I rear-ended the lady. What do you do when your mother's saying rear end her? I'm 15. I didn't really realize I had much choice. And so out the lady came from her car, and out my mother went from our car. And they went at it verbally, and So anyways, I learned you don't do that. When I actually went to driver's ed school in high school, they said, no, that is not a fact. Your mother is wrong. Bumpers are not made to be bumped. So with one of my first lessons, and you don't get to do what you want to do just because you want to do it. So I try not to hit vehicles. I've only had one accident in all of my life of driving. One accident. So Papa Drew, I was told to rear end her, but then I thought please, Papa Drew. It's funny, but for God's sakes. So I watched a video this morning of Art in Oregon. And we are blessed with a beautiful state. Art in Oregon is down around Reedsport, Oregon, which is on the coast. And I know that he drove east because of where he was driving on. It's called Smith River. It's a beautiful area. No matter what, don't hit anything. See, I just had the opposite mom. She was not someone she tried running over one of my brother-in-laws one time. She truly tried running him over, and if there hadn't been one of those pylon things, like what I'm up against here at Walmart, she would have smashed him into a wall. She didn't like him. Didn't like him at all, and there was good reason not to. Back roads. Where did it go? Back roads, burn up the roads. Johnny said he doesn't have a blue wrench. Oh, God. I have to take, okay, I'm real careful when I remove this. All right, let's check blue wrenches. I don't see, I'm on StreamYard. I'm on StreamYard. I can't really, and I only have my phone because I think everybody in here would have a blue wrench. That's a little too. And no, the conversation this morning about mice. I hate them. They are sneaky. They're dirty. Traveling Salvation. Hello, welcome to our little pop-up. You're somebody else that we want to talk to because we're going to start doing the what is the word that you do with your when you go buy things and you resell them? I know you use a particular word for it. And we have the resource to get a few things to start doing it small. And my thought is, if we want to do it on the road, we better be doing it now. Kaylee, you're absolutely right. Okay, but I did learn, I even if I believe I have the right to be judge, jury, and executioner, I really don't. But I wish I did, but I don't. Resell, yeah, resell. We've watched we've watched your videos. your RV call his daddy. Your RV is a beautiful, and I don't believe no matter how well my husband gets, he's going to be getting his surgery. They're submitting it today. They're submitting for surgery today and for his back surgery. I don't believe there was a time when he could have done what you did, but I think we're being realistic that he can't, right? He just can't. He won't probably be able to do that kind of stuff any longer. But yours is beautiful. And I tell people who don't even watch YouTube to go watch your video of your transformation of your RV was fabulous. And I mean that completely and totally, inside and out. What you guys did, you could do that and flip them. I mean, if you ever get tired of being on the road, you could flip RVs and get some money out of them. Papa Drew, down your window and it might fly out of your car. Yeah, I always went to my dad's. Never steered me wrong. Yeah, my dad was great. Blue Wrench. Blue Wrench must be status on YouTube. Mods are great and appreciated. 110%. I love my moderators. And I'm sorry, I'm just not able to do it from at this time because I'm on StreamYard. So I never used to understand that. Why couldn't I do that? Well, I do now. D. Derringer, who? Like to see. Well, it's a fact. Your rig is beautiful. It's beautiful. You did a great job. Papa, more than one mouse in RV, can we name them? I called Mickey and the other one called Mouse. No, we will not be naming things we slaughter. And they're dying. Somebody, a nice person, not me, told us, I think that it was, I'll remember, but somebody recommended using how you could just use the sticky thing, which Richard got, and then he regretted. And then you use some oil to release them if you want to do I will not release the mice to come back in my house. And that's exactly where they're coming. They are coming right back to my house. So what we did is we bought a bunch. I went down and we bought some big tubs, the big giant tubs to put everything in, like rice, beans, pasta. We don't buy much of the top ramen. Richard likes it, but I've explained how much sodium is in there, and it's just a no-no. Yep, protecting good people and good community from trolls. I haven't had a big problem yet, but I know there are trolls. I've seen other people get attacked by them, and I've had a couple of things happen, nothing big. Mice are the enemy. They are. They are not there to help. They are there to drive me crazy. And one was in my fireplace one time. And Richard was gone. He was away working, and it was me and my dad and my son. And my son was young. And so my dad, he did not understand why it scared me, but it scared me. They always scare me because they come from nowhere. They're little and they sneak up on you. This is a very busy Walmart. We'll just screen you around here. There's a little Caesar's Pizza over there. I like the big white truck. And I think I'm going to not be going into these stores. Papa Drew, Backroads Nomad, let's go catch and talk with all the mouse we can. They are sneaky. Bama Rush. Yeah. I'm not big on their pizza. We have a place here called Abby's Legendary Pizza, and they are delicious. Very, very good. So I'm not sure I'm going to be going into these stores very often because I am at the point I don't think I'm going to keep wearing a mask. And I know that that's controversial. but we were in Walmart the other night, as I shared earlier, and I ripped it off my face. Let's see who's in here. It pissed me off. Richard couldn't hear me, and I've got a pretty big voice, and he could not hear me. And we I was like, I don't know how much. I know I don't have COVID. I've been tested so many times now. I've like 3 times in the last couple months. I'm not going to be giving anybody COVID. And you know what? I'd rather just get it and get it over with, personally. And I know that sounds crazy, but since I have, Richard has emphysema. All right, so it's mild, but he still has it. I'm in the high risk category because of my weight number, to be honest. And otherwise, other than my spine, I'm healthy. I'm very healthy and I'm very strong. I'd like to get it and get it done with. I wish I could have been in one of those, studies or whatever they did. Copper works great. So Kim in Ohio, welcome to you. Kim in Ohio is one of the people who helped me get all of my friends together. She's excellent. She's an excellent host and moderator of her channel. And Kaylee, no, you don't want it. That's not a flu. It can cause lasting damage. So I'm reading. In my brain. So what is Papa Drew saying? So lost volume. My volume is up completely. I hear you, Backroads. I know, but there's people who get it and never know they had it. So that is just it. It's not just, and I know it's not just a flu. I understand that. And I understand it's playing with fire, but for some reason, my gut just tells me it's, anyways, I probably shouldn't talk about it on here. Yeah, so we're going to do a little walk. I did bring my walker in case we're going to walk further than I feel safe. And every day I'm figuring out that my nerve damage is bad enough that I'm going to need to use it. Yeah, Lucretia, you're covered your phone mic. Oh, I covered my phone mic. Oops. Is anybody doing anything fun this week? Art in Oregon. Hello, Art in Oregon. I watched your video and I made several comments. That's what I do is I comment and then I send it. And that's because, I watched it all the way through and I loved your pictures and the documents that you showed because I love genealogy. I've traced my family back to, I just realized I hadn't turned the car all the way off and my son has been telling me that I've been doing that. So I watched your video and I love genealogy. We've traced our family to Ireland and Scotland. I think I might need to help this lady. I think she's got it. Okay. So our family's been traced way back in Scotland and Ireland both. My maiden name is Kincaid, and we've got Kincaid, Riley, Cox, Jones, Etheridge. Yeah, we've got some interesting. One of my friends that is from my town that I know very well, he went to Scotland and traveled around, and I got to see some of the things that our family is connected to. Backroads. Rona 19 causes permanent heart, respiratory, liver. I know, I get there is, but does it do that to everybody? I guess I just don't understand if it does it to everybody. Papa Drew. some mice. We don't need mice. I think, Derringer, that's one of my issues is the fear. I don't like, I am not someone who works well from fear because my instinct is to fight whatever it is that is causing the fear. And common sense does tell me, you know, I do wear the mask, and I do it in part because I am. We want the ones that go smash and kill the mouse. I'm sorry if you're a mouse lover. Oh God, please tell me that. I'm sorry if you love rats. And I believe he's in here. Troy, are you in here? Troy, are you there? I'm sorry. I just don't like, I don't want him running around in my house, especially if I don't have a personal relationship with, and I'm not building one. I am not. But yours are cute. If you're in here, your rats are cute. Oh, anybody think I'm crazy? Oh, here's my little girl. There she's getting in the car. Eddie. Come on, Pat Pat. Oh boy, here she comes. Oh, there's my little baby. There's my baby. I love her. She carries her own little poop bag container. We've got her hooked up with the leash goes on the top. You want to say hi? Was that a tiresome thing? Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, there was no extender. Hi. Hello.
So, did you have any trouble replacing it?
Nope.
Okay.
Snap, crackle, pop.
All right. Well, this one we'll give a go, and if it doesn't work, we'll take it back and start looking online.
Yeah, well, something else.
All right. So we're gonna now go. Oh God, it was frozen. It was frozen. She is adorable, Papa Drew. She's 20 years old. And yeah, we're gonna now make sure. No, we didn't go to McDonald's. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you on the drive now, so you can just kind of watch where we're going. Are they still on there? Yep. All right.
I think so.
Yep.
The sun was shining on it.
And you can go with us a little bit longer. Go to the park. Okie doke. Letting someone pull in beside me quickly here, and then we will pull out. All righty. So, do you want to go to McDonald's or do you want to go to Taco Time? You want to go to McDonald's? That's all right. We'll go to McDonald's. All right, guys. So we'll go to McDonald's and then we'll go to the Rose Garden. So if you want to go to the Rose Garden, hang out a few more minutes. Although I think I'm going to get a burrito to go there with. But I'll get one downtown by McDonald's. We always get little patty cake, a piece of sausage. And if this lady pays attention, which she's not, I'll let her in, but she ain't watching. So,
And we got stuck anyway.
yep. If you have to go, I understand. Haley, you don't have to sit with us all this time if you don't want to. It's going to be kind of boring here for a few minutes. Come on. There's a nice place to sit at the Rose Garden and eat our lunch. It's 69 here today, by the way. If we were going home, we would be in the right-hand lane going straight, but we are not. We're going to do something. Be out of the house. Not to turn into any kind of political conversation, just a statement. We are going to watch the debate tonight, and we have. You want to roll that up, pretty please? We have freezer meals, so I don't have to worry about making a dinner. See a lot of construction through here. And another thing on any vehicle I get has to be cruise control. It will be a no-go. I don't care if somebody gives it to me, I'll just resell it. But I'm just saying, it's got to have a cruise control. I won't drive without it. And I realize that some of the driving is, back road area where you probably don't use cruise control as much, but I do like cruise control for freeways and whatnot. Right up ahead is a nice pedestrian bridge. I've never been on it. But it's a nice bridge. At night it looks really pretty. It's red. And on the right is a big car dealership, a bunch of them, and one of our big malls here called Valley River Center.
A lot of people out today.
Yep.
There.
It's filled. It is filled. Eugene is actually a very pretty town. It is a college town, of course, University of Oregon Ducks football. They didn't play this season. Straight ahead in just a second is, I need to be in the right-hand lane, it's called Spencer Butte. I have been to the top of that butte when I was young at night and really stupid. Probably can't see it. Way up there. Yep. A friend and I wanted to hike to the top. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And he was in Bible college, and that's in the South Eugene area. And he went to church with him. And so I called him and he said, hike to the top. So we hiked to the top and you could see everything and the lights and everything. And then we heard like a loud crash down in the trees. down in the tree line, and oh my gosh, I got scared. We got scared. He was scared too. And so oh, and here we go. We have a lot of homelessness here, right here as you come into town. Welcome to Eugene. That's how you know you're in Eugene, Oregon. And house, homeless, houseless, however you want to phrase it. And here on the right, this store makes the very best sandwiches. Now they have a little tiny liquor store in there. It's too funny. In Oregon, we don't have liquor stores in the grocery stores. I know in California you do. Here you don't. Well, a couple of years ago, they started putting them into select stores. And guess what? This is one of the poorest neighborhoods in the dang city. And guess what? It was one of the first liquor stores they put in. It was just, it pissed me off. Excuse my language again. There's not a nice way to say it, but I became very angry. As someone who's worked a lot with addicts and alcoholics, to stick it in the poorest neighborhood in town, I know what the point of that is. And I saw the fallout of it constantly. So I'm getting my burrito at Burrito Amigos. Whoops. I always hit the button to lock the door when I want to open my window. Again, I don't want to egg McMuffin. Soft carpet, no. Hi, I'd like a veggie amigo with extra onion and jalapeno, please. Nope, that's it. Thank you. All right. So, it'll take a couple minutes. All right, let's see who's here. Thank you. Let's see who's here.
I'm here.
Kaylee, no, amigo. Oh, I love Burrito Amigo, Burrito Boy, Burrito Brothers. I love the burrito guys. Veggie. It's okay. So when I make a veggie burrito, I use carrots, celery, red peppers. I've even used cauliflower. So when we were down in LA for about 2 weeks, about 10 years ago, I went to the one place in Los Angeles that is the first Mexican area. And there's a specific word for it in Los Angeles. It slips my mind, but so I got a veggie burrito. I met one of my friends from junior high. She was living down there, and we met for lunch. Very I love meat. Okay, so I'm a meat eater, but when I get a chance, I do like veggie burritos. And I do need the protein of the meat. So quit telling me about meat. Now my mind is and very happy birthday to you, Kenneth, the other day. I hope you had a great day. You deserve a very good birthday, dear. And I suppose I need to put it in drive rather than neutral. And I never want to hit a yellow pylon. So it's just a couple more minutes. And McDonald's is right up the street, and then we will go to the Rose Garden. I took you to the Rose Garden once, but it was before there's a weird thing in the lens. Eat better food, yes, ma'am. I'm trying to think of the community that it's called down in Los Angeles.
Want goodie?
Oh, no. Running into things are bad. In just a second, I'm going to put you back in the window. Hi, can I get 2 red and 2 green sauces, please? Thank you. All right. I'm going to do this instead of Richard because I'm a little, oh, I hate seatbelts. Oh, they now have those goodies. Thank you very much. There you go. I hope you guys had a good lunch. Y'all had a good lunch. You too. Thank you for the great service. Okay, no.
First lane, you got it, but you don't now.
I will the next right here because I want to quickly get into the second lane so we can get to McDonald's. Okay. McDonald's for Richard wants a
Egg McMuffin.
sausage egg McMuffin. I do too, but I'll tell you what, I would prefer the burrito because I'm not going to eat until much later tonight, and this will be more filling for the long term. Even without meat, Papa Drew. McDonald's is just up here on the left. Alveri Street. Dang it! It's something like Alveri Street in Los Angeles. Alvera Street. Something like that. It's not that far off. Olvera Street. I have to look it up because it's driving me batty now.
It doesn't have far to go.
Uh-huh. I'd like 1 sausage egg McMuffin, and that will be it.
1 patty.
And and also 1 sausage patty, just a plain patty. It is. Thank you. They've kind of changed prices so that they don't have to give change, which is a good idea. If you're using cash. Yep. My dog can smell it. My dog can smell it. She's excited. You have a good day. Bye-bye.
He's ready. Hey, ready.
Okay.
She's hungry girl.
She's very hungry. She had a nice breakfast, but she's not overly excited about a veggie burrito, but
she likes it though. She likes food.
Mm-hmm.
Especially sausage. You like sausage, Patty? Patty cook?
She does.
Patty's gonna get
Next
some
stop is
sausage.
you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Next stop is what?
Next stop is the Rose Garden.
That's right.
Window up.
Open hers. Just cool off.
Oh, and yeah, hers has to cool off. I just don't want it to end up on the floor. Okay, no, here we go.
Papa Bear.
Yep. But I'm doing everything legal. So I am not afraid of the police. I used to mouth off and do stupid things, but no longer. Becky made a great point today on Roy and Becky about short nails when you're out living full time. If you're going to be living in like in the desert and whatnot, and makes perfect sense to me. I cut my nails back a few months ago. Off and on in my life, I've had acrylic nails, and I do like them, but it's not practical for me.
For anybody that have long nails.
Well, some people it works good, it's fine, but I found that when I started YouTubing again, or when I started YouTubing and using the computer a lot, I was not as good with my nails being longer, and so I had to make a decision. I know it's one of these stupid things, and it's a really foolish thing, but I made a decision about the nails, and I trimmed my nails back, way back. I no longer have longer nails. Even though I'm not out on the road, I'm trying to do as many things as I can to prepare myself so it's not a big giant culture shock. And it's fine. I don't need them. I type better without them. I type much better without them. Oh, there's someone who plays the drums beside us. He's got a drum kit in his back of his car. So now we're headed to the Rose Garden. It's just about 3 minutes away. And it will be a nice jaunt through there. This is one of those stops at this particular light where I'm very careful when I go, because it commonly has vehicles that run. There's a Camry like we used to have. Oh, we had a 2009 Toyota Camry ST. It was the sport model. SL. And I loved it. My dad bought it for me. We thought I was going to be going to school at Portland State for my master's degree. And I had a perfectly good van. I didn't ask him for it, but he felt like I needed it. And he bought me this Camry, and I loved it. And somebody basically T-boned Richard and totaled it. And
Good girl. You like
it? I think there was the little short guy we went to meetings with the gray hair and the beard. Their glasses, the little brown glasses. Oh, you do. You just can't think of his name. He's shorter than you. I mean, you're not.
Don't know.
Tall. Gosh darn it. Anyways, he was back there. There were some people we used to see on a nearly daily basis, and we don't anymore. And we're going behind Ninkasi Brewery. If any of you drink, and you drink specialty beers, Ninkasi might be one that you run across. I don't, so I don't know how good it is, but it's grown phenomenally huge. If there's anybody still here, I know this has been a long drive, a long live, and I'm sure other people got stuff going on. Go do it. Go watch their lives. If anybody wants to hang out, we're going to the Rose Garden.
We'll be there in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, Rose Garden's just a few blocks away. Hop Valley Brewing. It's another big one here. Let's see if anybody's wanting to cross or if they are. I think they already crossed. These yellow lights here, there's nobody there. So somebody already crossed. And straight ahead is Skinner Butte, which we've been to with you. No, we've never taken them to the top of Skinner Butte. Maybe that's where we should go. That's where we'll go. We'll go to Skinner Butte instead of the Rose Garden. It's a beautiful view. I've never taken you to the top of the butte. So we're going up to the top of the Skinner Butte.
It's right in front of you there, up there.
It's just a little drive up, short one.
Car will make it.
Oh, you're out of your mind. This car will be fine. If it won't make it to up a regular paved road, then it needs to go somewhere else and live. Look at they paved. I believe this is new paving, isn't it?
No.
Uh,
What are you turning here?
no. Turn up here. So straight ahead is Skinner Butte Park, and it's a big park. Big park. It goes for a couple miles east and west. There's a nice little playground over there. I used to come here and walk every day, about a mile and a half. I would drop my son off at school, and then I would come here and walk. Foggy mornings. I really didn't do it on rainy mornings, but I love to walk in foggy mornings because you don't sweat as bad. I don't sweat as bad. Oh, I see an RV there that is all right, we're headed up the butte. Yep. Back there are two RVs. One is an ambulance conversion. It is a road we have to be careful on. I'm going to go ahead and pass the bicyclist. I don't see a car up ahead coming in the oncoming lane. I was terrified when my parents would bring us up here when I was little. I just believed we were going off the edge.
I believe.
It's a big rock climbing area right here. Go ahead. Yep. Nobody there today. All right. Do see a car and a pedestrian. I will be super duper careful. Hello. Yep, it's narrow.
Patty girl, up here, right?
Don't be scared, Patty.
She's not scared of heights.
I'm terrified of heights. Jogger.
Open Patty isn't scared.
Yeah. Right up here, we'll go to just one lane. Right after this corner, this is not my favorite corner in the world. Okay, now we go to just one lane. Thank you, God. I always pray silently, kind of, when I go up that road. We don't come up here a lot, but
in fact, it's been a long time before we get up here.
Yep. There used to be a cross up here, and then there was a battle over the cross. Of course, there had to be a battle over the cross. And one of my professors at the University of Oregon, his father is one of the people who helped get the cross up here. And then he was one of the people who helped get the cross taken down.
You wanted it down?
It wasn't what It wasn't what he wanted, it's what he felt was the right thing to do. It's just so ironic, you know. His dad helps get it up here and then he helped get it down. All right. We're going to get out and look around here. I believe there is a blogging stick here, and I was right. Whew, is there anybody still in the house? Haley is still here.
Get your hoodie.
Yep, okay.
Got the brake on?
Yeah. All right, let me see where this goes. I'm putting in a blogging thing. I want to make sure the camera's out.
Come on. Okay. It is okay. I'm not gonna drop you, Daddy.
All right. I'm just getting you firmly in here so I don't lose my camera over the edge. All right, guys, let's go. Oh, she's
Do it.
Yep, I got to push in a little more here. All right.
Daddy, pull it back up.
Big contractor in this area. And we've got a giant flag, beautiful flag. We're looking south. No. And I wouldn't fly it here until you learned how to fly it good. So there we go. Over there is the Cascade Range, the foothills of the Cascade Range. Our O sign. And there's some trails down there. There, Patty and Richard are going for a walk. So that is beautiful view. Spencer Butte, straight out there. Every year we have a race here called the Butte to Butte, where they run from Butte to Butte one morning. I will eat my burrito. But I wanted to do this. All right. So let's see. Papa Drew, good. Okay. I see roast beef works. Pepper jack. Ooh, yum. Pepper jack cheese. How many just tried to answer the phone? I know. I hate it when it does that. I got to figure out how to shut off my phone. The ringer. Okay, so that. Oh, yeah, very careful. So this is where when I was a little girl, and my father parked about right there, right in here somewhere. And I don't think there was any sidewalks here at that time. And I was probably 5 or 6 years old. And Priscilla and I, my little sister, we were in the back seat, and I'm yelling, Park sideways, Daddy. Park sideways. Because I was scared out of my mind. So, all right. Just checking out. It's funny to see everyone grab for their phone when one person's phone rings. I have an old phone ringer, and oops, I don't know what kind of bug that is. Try the off switch. That seems like a little too simple. There must be some complicated way to do it. So anyways, well, mostly works. Well, thank you for coming, Britton Farm Homestead and Sherry's Art on Wheels. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let me check this out. Sherry's Art on Wheels, Britton Farm Homestead. Welcome to you guys, and thank you for coming and hanging out for a little while today. I'm sure it was a little boring, bit of a drive, but just thought you might like to see Eugene one more time. East to west, west to east. It's a little hazy. In my head, I've got Camper Van Kevin saying, pan slowly, panning slowly, panning slowly. Right down here, not too far away, is a little community of, it's called Fifth Street Public Market, and there's some wonderful food down there and stores. If they still have it, there's this really cool ethnic store there that imports stuff. It's just really nice community of stores. Oh, I know. I apparently don't know, Kaylee, because I just, I never think of, I've done way too much serious work in my life. Most of my work has been serious stuff. And so, yeah. McDonald's supports BLM. They donated 500,000. Wow. So that's a great conversation to have, Backroads, since I know very little and I won't claim to know this stuff. What's the issue? Because that's the kind of thing I want to understand. What are those issues about? And there it froze again. Darn it. I know I froze. Darn it. Froze.